Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to share a quick unboxing and first look at the Samsung Galaxy Buds. Now, if you are in the market for Bluetooth earbuds, there are a very wide variety of choices out there, and also a wide variety of price points. The Samsung Galaxy Buds have been out for a while now, but I think at their current price point, they're pretty much a steal. I have used them in the past, and that's why I decided to pick up a pair, because there are a lot of, for lack of a better way of putting it, unknown companies that are making, I would say, decent earbuds. I've gotten a few from different Chinese manufacturers. Some have held up, some have fallen apart. But with the Samsung Buds, at I think now roughly a little over 100 US dollars, it's pretty hard to go wrong. 6 hours of playback, which is perfectly fine. And of course, you've got functionality with making calls. You also have the ability to wirelessly charge. So if, like me, you have a Note 10 or Note 10 Plus, which is my daily driver, you can use the wireless share. You can also just drop these on a Qi certified charging pad, and they are comfortable. So that's a plus. They don't look ridiculous. And without any further ado, let's get this thing out of the box. So, I mean, if I had to say what represents the most premium set of Bluetooth earbuds, a lot of people would expect, the Apple AirPods, the current ones. I actually think Sony makes the best on the market, but that doesn't mean that I think they're worth the price of entry, because you're talking about over 200 US dollars for something that pretty much sees revision every year. And that's why, as much as I know how good the Sonys are, for me personally, since I'm not using these all the time, I can't justify it. So right out of the box, we of course have a Type-C to Type-A cable for charging. And then in here, we have all of our different replacement pieces for, the different ear size for comfort purposes. And here are the buds themselves. Not unique in terms of the actual packaging, I would say, the holder, the case. Everybody's making these, right? It's not anything crazy, but having the wireless charging, I think, is a great feature. And on top of that, they are pretty slick. I mean, Microsoft put their best foot forward this year in this field, and I just think those things look like gauges that someone would have, as an earring type thing. A little bit too much for me. Although I've heard good things, and I'm not trying to be cute, no pun intended, it's still a little too much, too ostentatious here. Even though there's a little bit of a metallic finish, they're really low profile, and on top of that, you are getting it from a reputable manufacturer. Samsung may not be your favorite company. They might be your favorite company. It doesn't really matter. There is a large footprint standing behind this. And again, these are go anywhere, really compact. Your charging port is right there. I'm not sure on the exact charge time, but I imagine with a wired quick charge, if it's quick charge compatible, I'm not sure that it is. Let's see if there's anything in the paperwork. It's not going to be too bad to charge these things up. And then, of course, the other thing is the beauty of the wireless charging, which, if like me, you've been accustomed to wireless charging for nearly a decade, you're not going to really want to give that up. So I'm just going to take a look in here and see if Samsung, bear with me, notes anything. I mean, we've got the whole operation list here about inserting the buds, make sure the indicator light is essentially showing you what you need to know. And by that, I mean, we've got red, which means below 30%, green is fully charged, or above 60%, yellow 30 to 60%, and then flashing red means that you're pretty much out of luck, up the creek, so to speak. So that's pretty much it. The ear tips, as I mentioned, are there. You can already see the microphone is located at the base of that diamond-like finish that they have. And then you also, of course, have the touchpad. Charging contacts are shown here, all that good stuff. I don't see anything about quick charging. But that'll be something I will test. Again, I have used these before. They are, I think, very good. I think they've gotten a little bit of a bad rap for no reason. because they're not a poorly made product. And I think they're priced appropriately. You know, you don't have to break the bank. You don't have to spend $250 on Apple or Sony, although, as I mentioned, Sony is the best of breed, in my opinion. I mean, there are even more expensive buds out there if you're, you know, really trying to get the best quality that money can buy. But remember, Bluetooth only affords so much fidelity. And I think once you start spending that much money, you're forgetting that, you know, nothing really beats hardwired. I don't know what else to say. But yes, we live in a world where headphone jacks, thanks to Apple, no longer exist. And yes, I've come to terms with that, and I hope all of you have as well. But single tap to play music, double tap to move to the next song, or answer or end a call or switch between calls, triple tap, previous song, and then if you touch and hold, you get the digital assistant, which in my case is Google, not Bixby. Bixby can suck it. And then also, if you touch and hold, that can reject a call, mute or unmute, end a call, return to call waiting. Again, I think these are pretty much the best option on the market if you don't want to break the bank, but you still want the quality of a top-of-the-line product. And let's just see right now, if I go ahead, I have to turn on power sharing, so bear with me. Just going to demonstrate that for those of you that are curious. So let me throw on power sharing. And so wireless power share is now on. And so all I have to do is put this on and it is charging. You can see right there the amber light. So pretty cool. And again, affordable. You're getting a quality product. And as long as you buy it from a manufacturer that, or excuse me, a retailer that gives you the ability to return it, if you do have any problems out of the box, you won't be up the creek. So again, it's a first look at not a new product, but still one that I think warrants attention. Yes, the holiday season has been wrapped up. Welcome to 2020. The Galaxy Buds are a very good buy. And yes, there is a chance we're going to see a revamped edition launch aside the S11, but that doesn't mean that these are going to become, you know, a bad buy. In fact, I think they're only becoming a better one as pricing drops. But there they are, the Samsung Galaxy Buds. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post them at that like button. And as usual, please feel free to subscribe. Later.